Hey guys, and happy Friday. Today is May 8th. This is for Math 1, and today we're going to talk about determining the multiplier. Now, we already have kind of looked at this a little bit, but this is going to help us for where we're going, okay? So just a quick reminder, we've been reminding ourselves of this every day. This is our exponential equation. Remember, the A value is your y-intercept, and the B value is your multiplier. So we're looking for that B value, okay? So let's look at a couple of examples. So here's my example number 1. I want to find the multiplier. So this is easy because it's already set up in the form of the equation. So B is the multiplier, and B is the number that has the exponent. So here you can see 3 is the number that has the exponent. That means that my B value is 3, which means the multiplier is 3. So that was nice. That's nice and easy because we already have the equation. No work involved. Another thing that we could have is a table. So here we have a table. Remember, the multiplier is finding out what number's multiplying every time, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to go backwards. So from 81 to 27. Now, sometimes you'll be able to see what's multiplying easily, but remember we talked about this yesterday, that if you can't see what's happening, remember we can take this and we can divide backwards. So I can do 27 divided by 81, like this, and that'll give me my multiplier. And I can divide backwards the other way too. 9 divided by 27, and 3 divided by 9. Notice that it gets you the same number every time. That's how you can tell that it's exponential, and that's what it's multiplying by. Now, I don't really want to have all of these decimals here. That's kind of a lot of decimals, plus I won't be able to write an exact number. So I'd rather write it as a fraction, okay? So remember, when I'm dividing, I'm gonna just show you this. So let's say I'm dividing 27 by 81, okay? So if I divide 27 by 81, I can simplify. That's 27 divided by 81. I can simplify. Now, maybe you don't know what number goes into both of them that's big enough, but you should be able to tell, oh yeah, I know that 9 goes into both of them, maybe. Let's say you know that. So 27 divided by 9 would give me 3, and 81 divided by 9 would give me 9. And I can still simplify. So I notice that 3 goes into both of them, so I can still divide by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. So there's my multiplier right there. This is the decimal version of that, but again, we want a precise answer. Now, the other thing that you may notice is you might just be looking at them and go, hey, 9 divided by 3 gives me 3, and 27 divided by 3 gives me 9. So you might say, oh, it's dividing by 3. But remember, from chapter 5, we talked about this. We can't write it as dividing by 3. We write dividing using this part. Remember, this symbol means division. So even if you see that it's dividing by 3, you put 1 over 3. Or if it was dividing by 7, I put 1 over 7. Or it's dividing by 100, I put 1 over 100. Okay? Okay, one last one here. Sometimes they might also give you a graph and ask for the multiplier. So I have a graph here. Now, if I want to find the multiplier, I basically have to turn this into kind of what we do with a table. I need at least 2 points to figure out what my multiplier is. So I can pick any 2 points I want. Let's say I pick this one. This is 2, 4. And let's say I pick this one. This is 1, 2. So if I were to think about a table, you can kind of turn this into a table so you can see it better. So this is X and this is Y. I have 1, 2, and 2, 4, right? Now, since it's going in order, yay for us, I can try to just see the pattern going down this way. So 2 times 2 is 4, which means that that's my multiplier. So my multiplier is 2. Okay. Now, sometimes it might not be that easy. So if it's not that easy, I can use equations to help me find my multiplier. So remember, I have y equals a times b to the x, right? So I can substitute in the numbers that I have. So here I can see my a value is 1, so I can put 1 in for a. And let's say I pick one of my points. Let's use 1, 2. So 2 is y, I don't know what b is. X is 1. I'm using this point here, 1 comma 2. So then I can simplify that. So b to the first power is just b times 1, still just b. That means b is 2. And then there's my multiplier there. Okay. So that's kind of nice, helps us to find our multiplier. If you didn't have your a value, you can also do it using the 2 points. So let's say I didn't know a. Let's just pretend I don't know this point. I only know those ones. Well, I can still substitute in my equation, y equals a to the b, a times b to the x. And I can do 1 for the 1 comma 2 and 1 for the 2 comma 4. So substitute in 2 for y. I don't know a, I don't know b, and x is 1. Here, y is 4, don't know a, don't know b, x is 2. Then I can simplify here. B to the first power is just b, so I have 2 equals a times b. Here I can't really simplify anything. Now, here's like what we did before. Remember when we had 2 variables? So I can use substitution to help me find my variables here. I just have to get one variable by itself. And it doesn't really matter what variable you get by yourself, but it's easier to solve for a. So since it's timesing by b, I'm going to divide by b to both sides. B divided by b is 1. And I get a equals 2 over b. So then I can plug that in here, 4 equals, and then instead of writing a, I'm going to put what a equals, 2 over b, times b squared. And then I can put this over 1, and I can multiply straight across. So I get 4 equals 2b squared over b. And remember, b squared is just b times b. And then I have a b on the bottom, so I can make one giant 1 there and have a b left over on top. So I have 4 equals 2b. And then I can divide by 2 because it's multiplying by 2 there, and you still get b equals 2. So in this situation, obviously you didn't have to do any of this extra work. We could just see it using the table, but sometimes it's not that simple. So this is just when it gets harder later, okay? So these are the basic ways, using a graph, using a table, and using an equation to find the multiplier. If you have any questions, let me know. Contact me through Remind, Google Classroom, email, whatever's helpful. Have a great day, guys.